If you were with me at the first of the project, you would know that I was going to be installing 3 regular smoke alarms in the bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 1 office, because there was one there. And in the hallway here next to the kitchen, which is the kitchen over there, and the hallway in the other kitchen over there, which goes to the next bedroom, we've decided to install smoke alarm / carbon monoxide units. And the units basically look pretty much the same. The only thing it's going to do is when you turn them on to reset them, when it goes through the sequence, it's going to have a voice activated thing. It's going to say fire, and then it's going to say carbon monoxide, and it should say that, and you'll have an actual determination of knowing that yes, you've installed the right one. It came out of the same box and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and install this right now. Okay, hopefully you can see most of this that I'm doing. It's not very light up here. I'm just going to take the battery out. Okay, once you take the battery out, you can't reinstall this door. So if you got one that you need a new battery, make sure you put the battery in there. You know, if you leave it like this, you think, I'll leave it there for a couple weeks before I install a new battery, and you figure out, how come this thing's not closing? Well, it won't close. It's not designed to close unless your battery's in there for the battery operated type. Okay. Now see, the whole backing bracket came right off because it wasn't screwed on there tight. And so now I just have to unclick that. That's the little adapter, and the thing's gonna chirp. Yeah, even with the battery out, it's got a little bit of power up in there. Okay, and that's just what's gonna happen generally. So if it chirps, you just know it, so you don't get too scared. Okay, this time I got 2 reds and 2 blacks, 2 whites on this one. Okay, so hopefully when I take the wire nuts out, I won't have any issues with this one, and I'll be able to reuse those wire nuts. I've got some extra wire nuts in case I need them. Okay, and because I've got 2, 2, and 2, I could take all these wire nuts off and then just put them wherever afterwards. And see, I'm using the pliers because these yellow or these white / red ones, it's hard to unscrew by hand for some reason. See, I'm going that far and I'm still, okay, there. No, I'm not sure if it snapped off. I don't think it did. I think I can reuse that one. Okay, and because I'm kind of questioning it, I'm not going to take any of the other wire nuts off yet. I'm just going to put this one on and see if it'll tighten up. If it doesn't tighten up, then I know it's no good. Okay, we'll just see. I'll just see. There. It's tightening. Okay. Look at that. It's tightening all right. And that's why you always have to check. Had I not have kind of pulled on that, I wouldn't have known, right? Okay, let's try it again. And the power is off, just to let you know, it is off. It's the old smoke alarm is still chirping in the background, and sometimes they'll do that. Okay? Okay, I think that's going to be okay. Alright, so I got that one now. Let's see if I can take this wire nut off by hand. It's just, yeah. Usually the red wire nuts you can take off by hand without using your pliers. Okay? But these particular ones you can't. For some reason, I don't know why that is. Okay, so we'll get the black one up here. Black to black, white to white, red to red. If your adapter's yellow, your yellow will go to the red. It's a process of elimination. Black to black, white to white, and whatever's left goes to the red. Okay. All right, pulling on that. Everything seems fine. See, it even chirped on me, and I jumped a little bit. Alright, so I'm just going to loosen this with my pliers. That's just silly. I don't know why they would make a wire nut like this. I felt it click off. Okay, let's get that off of there. This is the red. Pull that little cap off. Okay, put the red on there. Wire it up. Hold on to all the wires so that you can tell that they are tightening up. Okay, and I can push those back up in there. Rearrange this a little bit if I need to. Isn't that weird that that one is still chirping at me? Okay, these are the mounting bracket screws. I'm just unscrewing it a little bit. Then I can get my mounting bracket, just put it up through the middle, hold it there, twist it, whichever direction it needs to go. It's on there tightly. And tighten these up snug. Don't overdo it, but there's a fine line. You'll get the feel of it. Okay. And I've got it right here. I didn't want to set that on the ladder in case it fell off. Last thing I want is to drop one of these on the floor or something. Click it into place. It's clicked, and I put the writing. The writing's over here, so I'm going to put it about here. So when I tighten it, it's going to be like that. So when you come in from the front door, you don't look up there and say, "What's that? What's that black stuff on your white smoke alarm?" Turn it to the right. It clicks. Go to there. Turn it some more. Oh, isn't that something? Now this one didn't click, but I know it's tight. Okay, and there it is. It's going to sit there nicely installed for the next 10 years. All right, because that's the 10-year lithium battery backup one. I've got the date on it and everything. Now I've got one more to install before I turn the power back on. Stick with me. I'll do one more for you.